Hello everyone, my name is Casey Wingate and I'm a senior at Warren University.
I'm Joshua Curtin. I am a sophomore, about to be a junior this fall.
My name is Abigail Young and I am a junior about to be a senior at Warner University.
Hey everyone, I'm Wade Collins. I am a junior at Warner.
My name is Anna Conrad and I am currently a senior.
My name is Nick Zajac and I'm a sophomore at Warner University.
Hi, my name is Haley Felger and I am a sophomore here at Warner.
Hi, my name's Haley Walker and I'm from Warner University and I am a senior.
Hi, my name is Evie Bodiford and I am a sophomore.
My name is Molly Jones and I am a sophomore at Warner University.
My name is Trina Perkins. I am a senior at Warner University.
When I first arrived in Honduras, I was immediately in awe of just how beautiful the country was. From the communities to the mountains to the lakes to how perfectly in line each crop was growing straight up beside the mountain. It was all so breathtaking.
I felt like I was going back to Hart. I felt so at home and I felt relieved. I felt like God was telling me, you're trained for this. You know what you're doing.
It is nothing like the U.S. It is almost like what you see in the videos and in pictures. It is scary at first, thinking that everyone has to live like that. There's lots of trash on the streets. When you drive through a town, there's power lines that are extremely close to the top of your cars. People everywhere. Very, I would say, chaotic. But it's like organized chaos.
We got to see the people walking up and down the road as soon as we got on the bus on our way to Hart. We saw stray dogs and animals and people walking barefoot and crazy driving. But I definitely knew I wasn't at home anymore.
This is so far. What do you think?
I think that one, I'm out of shape, and two, I don't want to ever go home. The top three things that I will miss from Honduras, one being the group that I traveled to Honduras with. It was an amazing group, and I was friends with a couple people before going to Honduras, but while being in Honduras, I became very close with a few more people, and we're very close now, and that probably would have never happened if we never went to Honduras together.
It's the devotion time. I really enjoyed the fact that we sat down together every morning and every night. And every morning we talked about what we were going to do during the day. And every night we talked about what we saw and how it affected us and what we thought about things and how we were processing things and what did we think God was saying to us during that time. And that's one thing I'm definitely going to miss.
What I missed about my mission experience is the love. I was constantly surrounded by love. The love from the communities, the love from my professors and classmates, the love from the people at Heart to Honduras, and most importantly, the love of God. No matter where we went, people were waving and saying buenos dias or giving us hugs. We were just always surrounded by kind people.
The feeling of the Spirit flowing through me throughout the trip, it was very cool to see how the Spirit was just working through everyone on the trip, and especially me. I could really feel Him moving through me and having me say different things and just telling me to stand up and show who you really are.
This is the dairy.
At the where we went walking. At the top door.
This trip, I learned a lot about the Honduran issues that we don't have here in America. I learned that many of these Hondurans struggle to get water, power, and even medicine to their villages because they are so remote, and that many of them don't have the finances to be able to bring a lot of this to themselves.
The main thing I learned is that they are very diverse. They have adversity in their diversity, and they know what they're good at and they produce it well. In terms of just the culture of Honduras, the issues they're facing, they are working hard to work with each other. That they don't want to just be handed something, they want to work for it. They want to make a difference. They want to see sustainability that can impact the generations to come, that their children and their children and their children will see a difference in their country because of the effort that they have put in.
I learned a lot about their healthcare system and how they have 10,000 people waiting for surgeries, which was really shocking considering how different it is to America.
I learned about a lot of different issues when we were in Honduras, from children and education to crop maintenance to the government. But there was really one issue that stood out as a huge issue to me, because I never have this issue in the United States, and I've never had it in my life. And that's the issue of water and being able to get clean drinking water and water for the crops into the community. We went to a church in a community called Las Lomitas, and while we were there, we were able to sit down and speak with community leaders, and they told us about how they are having an issue because it costs them like $20-something a day to bring water to their houses, and then they only are allowed to have water every other day for about an hour.
Education is a huge issue going on in Honduras. Many schools aren't located in areas where students can get around easily. They either have to take moto taxis, which can get very expensive, or they're walking miles and miles to get to school. This results in kids no longer wanting to go to school and would rather work for their family or local businesses to make money.
You buy it at the market, they wash it very well. When we buy it at the market, there's no any dirt around.
What do I feel like God was communicating to me during this? I have struggled with anxiety and depression and self-doubt for a long time. Before the trip, I would pray to God to help myself with these issues. On the second day of being in Honduras, we completed an obstacle course. The obstacle course was related back to our lives and our relationship with Christ. Crawling in the mud underneath wire was one of our first obstacles, which was one of my favorite obstacles. Before beginning, our instructor explained to us that this obstacle course is to symbolize all the hard times we go through in life and our relationship back with Christ. We crawl through life at times on our hands and knees. This mud will stick to us through the remaining of the course. At the end, we jumped off of a huge cliff into water, washing away all of the mud. When I reached the bottom and all that mud just washed away, it was the point that I knew that I was supposed to be there.
I felt like God was communicating to me that I am made for international mission work. I am made to do this. Because during the entire trip, I kind of doubted myself, like, oh, I could have all the training in the world from heart, but am I really cut out for something like this on the front lines? And during the entire trip, he just kept on reminding me, yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are.
To realize that I can do just about anything that I want to, no matter what anyone tells me, that's a big thing that I struggle with. And I feel like he was just trying to tell me that I can do it.
I feel like God was communicating to me very strongly while we were there. I felt his presence like never before. I felt like he was communicating to me the importance of devotion to him, of getting back to him. And that might seem so strange to have learned that in a country so far away from my home, and with a routine shaken up and with a schedule set before me, but each and every day I felt like I was devoted to him, and I felt like that devotion only grew stronger, and he was communicating to me the importance of daily devotion to him.
The whole trip he was telling me and asking me, was I happy? And I wasn't sure what he meant by that, and to me I thought, okay, well maybe he's telling me to seek him, maybe he's trying to get my attention. I realized that what he was trying to say is, am I happy in my relationships, friendships, significant others, my parents, siblings? Am I happy where they're at? And truly I'm not. I wasn't happy where they were at. They were hanging on by a thread. There was a lot of tension between them. I feel like that's what he was really communicating to me and trying to get my attention about.
I felt God was communicating to me that I should learn to be more humble and that I should be more thankful for what I've been given by him, because sometimes I used to think that I didn't have a lot.
If you ever get the opportunity to visit Honduras, please do so. If not, you will regret it. I was really anxious about coming. I had never left the country before. I had no clue what was in store for me when I got there. but this experience was so life-changing, and you'll be so in awe of their country and so much closer to God, and you'll learn to appreciate the life that you have because we truly are blessed.
If you want to join this class and go to Honduras, I'm going to tell you to say yes and do it. It is an absolute amazing experience. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and it's something that you're never going to forget. The people that you meet in Honduras and the people that go on this trip make it so cool and so worth it. It's a lot of humbling yourself before the Lord and allowing Him to speak to you. You're going to have a great time, and don't let the fear of going to another country stop you from joining the class.
If you want to go on this trip, do it. Don't think twice. Sign up for the class. It is not going to conflict with hardly anything. It's during your spring break. And honestly, this was my best spring break I've ever had in my life. It is absolutely amazing. It is awesome to see the country from a different perspective. Pictures on the internet and anything I could say isn't going to do it justice. You just have to go. You will feel a connection with the people. There are some, just like everywhere, that don't welcome you as much, but almost everywhere we went, we were welcomed with a smile and a handshake, and they were very happy to have us there. It is an absolutely amazing experience, and it will change you, and you will remember it for a lifetime, and you will make friends that will be your friends for a lifetime. And just do it. Just go. Don't think twice about it.
For people who want to go to Honduras or are thinking about it, I 100% recommend going. Not gonna lie, I was terrified to go. Absolutely terrified. Like, beyond belief, I was scared to go. And the week before, I did not want to go. The whole week before, I did not want to go. But I went, and I do not regret it at all. That week was one of the best weeks of my life, and I learned a lot about me, my friends. I made new friends. I learned so much about God and His love for us, and I learned about agriculture in a different country. And honestly, if it wasn't for this class or the class, I probably would have never went out of the country. That's my first time ever out of the country. But if you are thinking about going, 100%, if you can go, go.
If I was talking to someone who is planning on going on this trip in the future, I would tell them to prepare themselves mentally and spiritually. I would also tell them to go open-minded and to take advantage of every opportunity that's given to them. This trip will make you step out of your comfort zone, but it is well worth it.
If you're a future student thinking about this trip, do it. This trip will be a life-changing experience. I extended my degree at Warner University to be able to go on this trip, and it was the best decision I ever made. Meeting the amazing people and experiencing something completely different was exhilarating. This trip will open your eyes to faith, thankfulness, love, and lifelong friendships.
Some things that I would tell someone who is interested in going on this trip is that I wouldn't do it blindly. I would not just see this course offered and next time in the spring and say, I think I'm going to do that. I would encourage you to be in prayer. Really be thinking about what this trip means to yourself and the people who you will meet while you're there. Don't jump into a decision just because you think you want to get out of the country for a little bit. This trip can change your life. It has the power to alter your thoughts and your ways. It has the opportunity to show you life outside of yourself and outside of your small town and outside of your school. So I would say don't just jump into it. Be in prayer about it. Talk to God, see if this is what you're called to do, and don't ever make a rash decision about it because it will change your life if you allow it. So be prepared for that.
We're going home. We're going home. Tell the world we're going home. We're going